Hello and welcome back. Alright, so we're approaching the achievement of Date with Destiny. We have to successfully complete 10 fates, and we have 6 done. So, we're doing pretty good on that achievement. We have to obtain the eggs, and we have to slay creatures from collapse pillars. Now, as we saw last time, we'll get the eggs, we'll get attuned, and then we'll go after those creatures. So, jump on board and let's have some fun. Back to our plaza so we can get out in drive and run. Because that's the way it is. We don't have a car, we don't have a chocobo of our own, and it's just as easy for us to rock our feet. It's what we were born with. That's what we need. So let's go. Got those feet, and we're just a running. Here soon this should take and put us out in the map where we can be seen, so we can make sure we're heading where we're supposed to. We do know that there's some more monsters that we've got to take and finish hunting for us to finish off our hunting log 1. And we still have to really figure out what other thing do we want? Carpentry? Blacksmith? That would be nice because then I could be making possibly my own weapon. Armor? I don't want that. Goldsmith? No. Leather worker? No. Weaver? No. Alchemist? Or culinarian? So, culinarian or a blacksmith are what I'm thinking. But we'll see as time allots and goes. I don't want to get too much higher in level before we really have that class going. And I can't say what we have because I did not find one of those in the area we were. But over here is where we gotta go. So that we can take and fight these chigos. Got an egg sack. Another egg sack. We're doing pretty good getting egg sacks in a row. We got the egg sacks. So let's take these egg sacks, turn them in. Ah, you must be the adventure standing in for our injured companions. Terribly unfortunate business, that. Excuse me. Give him these egg sacs. It seems, however, that you had a little trouble gathering the egg sacs in their steed. Excellent work. I shall have them sent over to the Trappers League immediately. Lest you wonder, these egg sacs are not destined for a dinner table. Members of the Twin Adder and Wood Whalers are assisting the League by collecting samples they need to check for signs of sickness. The Kigo, you see, is one of the few creatures capable of transmitting disease known as creeping death. Until relatively recently, any Hyrule who contacted this ghastly illness would almost invariably perish. Hello, viewer. I hope you enjoyed the stream. Indeed, a single outbreak once claimed the lives of a third of the Hyrulean population here in Gridania. That was a long time ago, of course. With the medicines available to us now, the creeping death is not the killer it once was. Even so, it is best to halt any new outbreaks before they occur. Thus, we gather Kigo eggs on a regular basis in order to assist the Trappers League with their ongoing research. Your timely assistance is most appreciated. He has something more for us, so let's see what more he has. Such an embarrassing turn of events. I sent a recruit from Banuk on a survey expedition only for the Craven to turn tail and flee at the first sign of trouble. This is not how we treat requests from our conjurers. And if such a poor showing weren't bad enough, the lily livered half-wit left behind the surveying equipment provided by Herr Pauline herself. While I attempt to install some backbone in the so-called soldier, would you mind extracting the survey gear and returning it to Herr Pauline at Gubixbauer? According to my recruit's tale of woe, there should be a set of survey records, a survey rope, and 2 boxes of survey instruments strewn about the interior of a cave to the south of here. It's a wonder the darn fool didn't lose his boots. Matron, watch over you. Oh God, Spain, I caught a scurry of squirrels gnawing on the fences earlier. I managed to drive them off, but before they decided to gnaw on me instead. And now I'm a bloody mess you see before you. To make matters worse, I find myself without so much as a single high potion. I know, foolhardy. I vaguely recall using my last one before some trifling scrape several moons past. The gods only know why I didn't think to replace it there and then. You wouldn't happen to carry a small flask. If you don't have any on hand, the merchant at Bannock should have some in her stock. I can't leave my post, so if you bring me a high potion, I'd be tremendously grateful. Guess I have a high potion. 7 hells! Did those accursed squirrels leave any part of me untouched? Ah, you're back. Do you have the high potion? It's the only one I got, too. Thank the gods I owe you, my friend. Here, I want you to have this. I have no idea squirrels could bite so hard. I thought I'd seen everything, but it seems there are still surprises to be found in the 12th Wood. We both would do well to remember that. Okay, Copper Girl gives us a strength and dexterity. A bone necklace gives us intelligence and mind. Let's go with the Copper Girl. Let's look at our character. Did that up anything? No, it didn't. So let's look at, I believe it's the armory chest. her out is a necklace. Item comparison. The weathered choker gives us strength, dexterity, vitality, intelligence, and mind. So I think we're still better staying with our weathered. Words can be tough some days. We lost our map, and now it's back. Alright. So as we said, we're going to take this route. I'm going to try to get over here towards the town that we want. Because they have a crystal. And of course, I start going in the wrong spot. Because I didn't go far enough down to find my bridge. Open says me. Magic still works. An adventurer C, an elite mark are you? What do you have here? Tell me about these marks. I'm just a hunter trying to do her bit for law and order. These elite marks are a menace to the region. If we slay the queries, we'll be rewarded allied seals for the Rosian Alliance. Plenty of marks for everyone. Ask me about the marks in this area, I know them practically by heart. You know, these elite marks are ranked according to danger, I presume. Most would find a rank S specimen hard to find, let alone kill. So, there's nothing I want right away from you. Before I talk to you, I wish to attune. And I'm going to set this as my new home. Correct me if I'm wrong, but are you not an adventurer? I've seen you running to and fro, face set in grim determination as adventurers are wont to do, hence my presumptions. If so, I have information which might interest you. Rumor has it that plots within the lavender beds are to be auctioned off. What's more, bidders need not even to be Gridanian. An old adventurer or wanderer minstrel could, with sufficient funds, purchase land and build their own home. Consider how discerning the elements tend to be about who can and cannot reside in the Twelve Woods. It's rather surprising, if not hard to believe. But if there is truth to these rumors, well, who hasn't dreamed of owning their own forest cottage, perhaps a small vegetable garden, and a stable large enough for a chocobo or two? You know, you should, should your travels take you to the mere planks where the fairy and the lavender beds is, perhaps you'll find the twin added representative who can tell you more. I'd be shocked if they weren't involved in such monumental change in policy. Alright, so over that direction there's someone who could do something. We've attuned to here. Let's come over here and see what this person would like from us. Open says me. You there, adventurer. Yes, you will suffice. I have a job I need performed, and I'm willing to pay the going rate. A trifling task, really. I simply need you to ask the locals here in Brent Meadows what the head wrangler covets most in the world. This is a private matter, lest you doubt, so be sure to inquire discreetly. And please, for the love of Nall, do not reveal that you are in my employ. In fact, it would be best if my name wasn't mentioned at all. Okay. What does kids covet most? Why would you wish to know? Some. Wait a minute. The Alton merchant put you up to this, didn't he? He's wasting his time with that approach. If the man is serious about owning a chocobo, he would be better served by convincing Keitha of his intent to provide the bird with proper care and attention. I have a feeling that's what this is all about. Is the guy wants a bird and isn't getting one. Keitha? The only thing Keitha wants is her birds to be happy. If she cares for anything besides the well-being of the chocobos, then I've not heard of it. Makes sense, brother. What about Miss Keitha? You looking to stir up trouble, son? If you think some shiny trinket will move her heart, then you don't know her. That it. Miss Keitha is only interested in her birds. Listen here, Venture. If your actions cause her any distress, the wood wallers down will come down on you so hard your boots leak blood. Got that? Okay. They don't like you talking about Miss Keitha. Well, do you plan to keep me in suspense and must have a chocobo from my very. What's it? They told you nothing of her material desires? The stubbornness of these Gradanians is infuriating, and I should have known better than to hire a buffoon for such delicate work. To think of the amount of gil I have wasted on fruitless venture. Oh, cease your mewling. I promise you a reward, and a reward you shall have. Now leave me to my misfortune. Wristbands or copper wristlets. Again, I like the strength and dexterity. And we leveled up and we up Bloodbath. Now, would that don't help me at all. So we have wristbands, wrists. This is strength, dexterity, vitality, intelligence, and mind. So this still is better than what we had, what we just got. So someone else wants something from us. Greetings, sir. You have a distinct air of adventure. Might I trouble you for some assistance? In recent days, a heartless cad has been sneaking into the ranch to scare our chocobos. The poor birds are in a state of constant unease, wondering when the next fright will come. It is my hope that extending the fencing will help to keep the intruder out. To that end, could I ask you to produce some strands of dermite web? They make for surprisingly sturdy construction material. You should be able to obtain a web from the dermites themselves. There are usually a few to be found roaming the lands around the ranch. 6 strands would be sufficient. Which is good because we need some dermites for our hunter's quest. So, dermites, where are you? Ah, there's one. That's 2. One more makes our hunting quest. And there was our hunting quest. One more of these. We'll finish off the quest set up by the person. And we have the 6 strands that they wanted. So now we can head back to them and give them what they required. Which is just as easy to go up the wall here. I don't know if I can though. A jump, a jump, a jump. Oh yes. Sneaky little me. Ah, you've returned. Tell me, were you able to procure the dermite web I requested? Yes, yes, this will do nicely. These are perfect for binding posts together. Were I still in Ishgard, I would have never entertained the notion of such a bizarre material in this manner. Oh, did I not mention I was from Ishgard? Ah, well, Gardanian is, in actual fact, my second home. My native land was once famous for its chocobo stables. No man in Erosia could speak of the creatures without his thoughts turning naturally to Ishgard. Sadly, however, that time has passed. I left my homeland to accept employment here at the ranch, instructing others in the methods of chocobo husbandry. Yet I found that it is often I who am the recipient of others' instructions, and on a great many matters. Truly, one can never know what life may hold in store. Bone amylase, which will help for critical hit. Copper earmuffs. Now let's try for our critical hit. Because it'd be nice to have the ability to have some critical hits. And again, nothing will come up on what I have. So, not much I can do. I've got best equipment on at the time. So now, as we said, we have this done. We have to leave the town. I don't trust jumping down that way. I'm probably going to get hurt and probably not be able to get out. So let's just take the way they have planned for us, which is not too bad because we just need to swing up this road a little. Take the side road here. More a little bit of a path. Cross the water. Turn up into near the mountains a little. Ooh, here's a collapsed pillar. There's a collapsed pillar. A lumber toad. We got him done quickly though. There's one more collapsed pillar right over here. Okay. That now means we can go back and speak to Jillian. But even before we speak to Jillian, of course, the monsters want to fight us. We got the survey records. We got one box of survey instruments. Here's the surveyor's rope. I would be thinking that out here is where the other item is, but I'm not seeing it. Oh, there it is. Oh, of course, there's going to be a monster here. Let's take him. As simple as pie. And then we'll get our instruments. Let's come over here to see what someone wants for us to do. Another forsaken adventurer, desperately to stick his nose in everyone's business, is it then seek out the groundskeeper of Tamtara Deepcroft. You'll find him in a shack just outside the entrance, as the hermit is all too happy to live close to his work. When last I patrolled that area, I could hear him swearing inside his shack from the road. I know not what vexes the man, but I suspect he'll welcome your presence more than I. Okay. So we either go to the right or go to the left. Let's go to the right. After a bit of work, are you? Hey, I have a task what needs doing. Take these Namia lilies and leave them on top of each burrow. You've doubtless seen the bones returning to life by foul magic shambling around and harassing their surviving comrades. It hurts me soul to see it, adventurer. I cannot abide such blasphemy. 'Tis me hope that these lilies soothe their spirits and help them return to the matron's bosom. See me when you've finished. So we leave our lilies. This one over here looks like it's going to cause something to happen. Don't know why this still has the purple line. Usually the purple line disappears once you do whatever task came out of it. Okay, we've laid the lilies. Let's go back and speak to the man. You done holy work today, lad. I cannot fathom what could drive the dead to rise up and seek to do us harm, but I pray that this helps put an end to it. May the matron watch over and keep you safe. Alright, some boots that are good. So we'll take those. And down goes our enemy. As nice as pie, as slick as bees. We're back to the lady that don't like us. You must be desperate for work indeed. If you'd speak with me a second time, either that or you never learned to leave well enough alone. But if you're so bloody eager, then here's another job for you. Head on over to pt3 and clear out some of the necessary saprophagus slugs. All you need is sprinkle some of this fat ale on the ground where you find the moist depressions. You soon be up to your armpits in slugs. Don't let any buggers slither away, and make sure you find and clear out all the 3 nests. Alright, so that's back to the right. You're just mean to people. We're doing her job for her. She just has to sit back, do nothing. We take all the risk, all the danger, and she wants to be mean to us. I don't know why. It's not hard to be nice. It's rather easy to be nice. You never know what someone's going through. Uh-oh. Leaf blood. By slaying Mantico, an overgrown trap. Up there she is. Let's get this done. She's getting quicker on her attacks. But I'm still able to avoid them. We almost have her. She almost has us. It's a race to the end. We beat the fate. Yay, we succeeded. Okay, 2 slugs dead. I see the purple just barely. There's our purple dot. That's where we have to go. Plants that pick themselves up and walk. That is just the most oddest thing, but and there we go. Another quest done. And we're up to level 12. Just in one day so far. We started at level 1 and we've moved to level 12. But we're rocking and rolling. Do I want to stop and fight the enemy or do I want to just run? All he did was fight me. Didn't throw anything at me. I think I'll let him live right now. Back to talk to the lady that hates us. Judging by the looks of you, no slug escaped unharmed. I suppose you have the faintest notion what the Tam Deep Croft is, do you? It's the final resting place of those who perished during the calamity. The slugs you so handedly dispatched are feeding on the flowers we had laid there in remembrance of the fallen. The monsters multiply and the food grows scarce. Perhaps there was naught else for them to feed on, but to see these wreaths disturbed thus was one more than I could bear. And now I've said too much. Here, take your reward and leave me be. The bandana would help, but the glasses are too far away for any other things, so let's take the bandana. we have two things we can equip that make us better, and we can go to our gear set here. We can click on the Lancer one. Or is it? We can click the X on it. We can reassign this new gear to that because this new gear is better than what was there. With a mouse, it's right click on it. So now we're off to the left side. To see what's down here. And this is all before we even go back and speak with Jillian, and I see a green dot up above there, so many things here. So let's talk to Berthy. You seem a capable sort. Would you mind running over to Lilystone and retrieving my favorite fishing rod for me? I was happily dropping the line into water, you see, when I suddenly noticed some ghastly sphere of fire bearing down upon me from behind. A blind panic, I twisted around and flung my rod at the apparition before fleeing back here to the planks. I dimly remember the rod passing straight through those unnatural flames and hitting the side of the tent I set up that afternoon nap. It's probably still there, but I can't bring myself to. You'll go in my seat. Oh, thank you. Ah, perfect. You just in time to help deliver some goods that arrived moments ago. Allow me to double check my manifest. Now listen carefully. Take the suit and mail to Darren Mert. He's the guard you see right over there. The Muntoy beans belong to Calais, and the smoked crayfish balls to my friend Berthy here. That's it for this load. A strapping adventurer like you should barely work up a sweat. Am I right? The cargo you're looking for hasn't moved since they unloaded it and the pier. Much obliged. So let's go down and get that cargo. Berthy needed something, so let's stop at Berthy. 1, 2, 3. No, this won't do it all. I'm sure I heard Waldorf mention shipment had. Oh, why, thank you very much. It would have been a short afternoon of fishing if this bait hadn't arrived. They should be here by now. Are these the Montoy beans? Praise the matron. It's my job to pick up the provisions from the pier and deliver them to the settlements in the area, but I couldn't leave without the beans. Now I can finish loading up my cart and be on my way. Thank you very much for your help. Trying to find the guard. Here's your armor you asked for. You have something for me? What is? Oh, my new plate mail. And what would Willard want with metal armor, you ask? Let's just say that after a number of engagements with the Garline heavy infantry, my mind has been open to the protection such steel encasements can provide. You good, you done. A. Speak to you. to finish off. All done. If we leave cargo piled up on the pier, the next crew has no room to unload their shipment, you see. It can be backbreaking work, but someone has to do it. Copper ring. A bone ring. I'm liking the copper. Can I interest you in another job? This one's a little more your skills, I promise. What I need is for you to swat some of those hornet swarms you see buzzing about the place and collect their husks. About 4 bags worth should be enough. What am I going to do with a pile of dead Violcan? Well, the sooner you give them to me, the sooner you'll find out. Good evening to you, sir. What can I? You wish to know about the auctions. Very well, allow me to explain. There's growing concern that our immigration policies may have been a tad restrictive in the past, and so the Seedseer Council and the Order of the Twin Adder have, with the blessing of the elements, decreed that the lavender beds be set aside for adventurers. Adventurers who pass the necessary funds to purchase and maintain their estates, that is. Should you look upon the beds with your own eyes, though, I think you'll agree that's worth the price. Have a word with the skipper over yonder, she'll ferry you across. A recruit stationed at the pier can tell you more about the beds once you've arrived. To proceed with the quest, where the heart lies, the lavender beds, you visit the residential ward within the lavender beds. The ferry is bound for lavender beds. We'll just go to the first ward. We don't have anything we can buy anyway. We don't have the money. Even on my other character, that's up in his 50 in level, I don't think has the money. And he's got a couple 100,000. Each of the 3 nations has established a residential district where like-minded adventurers can establish a base for their activities. Each residential district is divided into wards into 60 different plots of land. State halls and apartments can be customized by installing fixtures and furnishings. More information on housing can be had by speaking to the resident caretaker of each residential district. And these are all the different little spots that you can teleport to within the area. Greetings, adventurer, and welcome to Lavender Beds. Oh, you come on behest of a Gardanian woman? I regret to inform you that these plots are reserved for adventurers. Your friend will not be permitted to take part in the auctions. You, on the other hand, would be more than welcome to participate. Should you have mind to purchase a plot for yourself, pray speak to the resident caretaker. He can guide you through the process. market board, a placard. This is Prospero, donor, its address. Guilty of anything, it's simple pursuit of knowledge, and designer, home library, and message book. You can see they decorated the outside. A little mailbox. See if they let us in. Not all places would let you in. Some do. It's nice as can be. But we're just here to look around anyway. There's some stairs, the library, more stairs, fish tank, the book to sign in. More library studying. Their bedroom. They must do weaving. They cook. Sitting area. Must be for more weaving. It's weird that wood to stone just is unsettling. But that's pretty much what the states are. There might be open land ones. I don't know right off. This one looks like it's taken over by somebody. This is ways off to other things. Spoils, collector, trader, and grove locks. I'm not sure where land is that would be available to buy. Let's leave the residential district. fight the hornet swarms that we have to. And there's tree slugs on our list of things to hunt. Did it before it did its move. I was quicker. And again, I was quicker. Looking for more hornet swarms. It looks like there is one coming up here. And the reason I knew that is because here in the mini map, I saw like a little yellow dot. As you can see right down here near the pointer, there's a yellow dot. So that tells me there's a swarm over there. So all I have to do is maneuver my person over to there. Attack. And go. I have everything that was needed by them. So let's return that, but let's not right yet, because as that little fisher person wanted, they wanted their fishing pole, and I got a buzzard on me right now. He's not attacking me, which is a good thing. That buzzard did. Here's the fishing rod. I don't know why it didn't close in on you, Lucidus, but it picked me. Maybe it thought I was a smaller, easier target. Yeah, the husk, good. Hand them over then. Ah, these are perfect. Hope they didn't sting you too terribly. Now all we have to do is take some bottles of liquor and squeeze these beauties inside like so, and there we have it. Fresh batch of my special sting brew. The ranchers at Bent Branch Meadows put in an order for a bottle quite some time ago, and gathering those husks is always such a chore. Speaking of chores, would you mind taking this to them as soon as you're able? The last year after goes by the name of Margot. Give her the sting brew along with my regards. Oh, and apologize for the delay, would you? Did you find my fishing rod? Yes, this is it. Thanks. Nothing. You came along. I can just can't fish with anything else. The violkin is such around that here pose no threat to me, but those flames, I've never seen the like. I wonder if they ever built up the courage to fish at Lilystone again. Hard leather harness. Ups my body. We'll do it. So, that's not what I want. 2 new items. They're equipped. So we'll reassign that new gear. We want our map. We want our map. Pretty much everything is done. Just need to turn things in. And I can't do just zap to home because we know we set home at this one here because I figured, hey, we're going to be around this area a little bit. Should by chance I die, it's easy to come back to here, then go to a long ways away. Good to see you again, friend. Did you learn about the lavender beds? Oh, adventures only? Is that so? Well, these are trying times, and it's more important than ever for Gardania to attract capable individuals like yourself. I'm sure that one day my dreams will come to fruition. One day I'll have my own cottage and stables filled with my beloved chocobos. The residential district of the Ethernet of the Lavender Beds can now be accessed through the Ethernet. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, or jump the fence. Jump the fence. Yes, I'm Margot. How may I? The Sting Brew at last. I'm aware of what must have been done to acquire this, and I'm most grateful for you. Few folk are willing to run towards a swarm of wrathful hornets. Ordinarily, this liquor is drunk for the unique and not altogether unpleasant stinging sensation it causes on one's tongue. It is, however, an indispensable tool for repelling insects. We sprinkle it over the fields where the geisha greens are planted. Thanks to you, the crops will be untouched by pests this year. I hope one of our well fed chocobos can return the favor by serving you as a mount someday. Let's take the pants. So we want our map. We want to go over here doing the survey of the damage before we head back up to New Gardenia, and that's off that way. And odds are I'm going to have to cross bridges because it doesn't like me to take the most direct routes. Hey Kane, how are you? They don't hear me. I think it's right respectful to just say hello. Hello. I didn't even truly catch that name, but he had his chocobo mount. Someday we will too. Person might be in the house. How do we get in the house? It's not this way. It's surely not there. And it's over here. Yes, may I assist you with some matter? Oh, but this is the equipment I left with the soldiers at Bannock. Failed at the first sign of danger, did you say? I see. Well, all is not lost. It appears the recruit managed to complete the survey assignment. The records are actually quite detailed. With the changes wrought by the calamity, I thought it wise to send the Order of Twin Adder on a number of expeditions to map the region's topography. As fortune would have it, the officers saw these tasks as an excellent opportunity to train inexperienced soldiers. We can no longer rely on past knowledge of the Twelve's Wood. If we are to survive these troubled times, we must reacquaint ourselves with our surroundings, that we may better discern the threats we face. Stay vigilant, adventurer. That sure ain't gonna help me. That might help when I do my all class. Two people want things now. Gosh darn you, mushroom headed, spindly legged, spore spewing abominations. Suck the life out of my precious trees, will you? Darn you to the seven. Oh, um, thank the matron. You look just like the sort to help me deal with this nightmare. My poor trees. Trees I've tended since they were scarcely saplings. I might add that I've been infested with the parasite fungars. If you let these pests have their way, my babies will be naught but deadwood before the week is out. Smear a little of this amber unguent on the infested tree, though, and the horrid creatures will drop clean off, allowing you to administer adventure style vengeance. Mwahaha. Did you hear that? You malignant toadstools, your end is nigh. You'll rue the day. My apologies. The wrath was upon me. Fear not, I am now quite calm. So the fungars that they are have attached themselves to three trees. Once you've ground those treacherous mushrooms into pulp, beneath your righteous boots, come back and tell me exactly how it felt. I hesitate to make such a dangerous request, but might you assist us in thinning the number of gnolls in Naked Rock? In our efforts to commune with the elements we conjurers often find ourselves in the area. Of late, however, our meditations have all too frequently been interrupted in unprovoked annoying attacks. Truly, the beasts grow more aggressive by the day. Their numbers have continued to grow since the advent of the seventh Umbright era. You see, forcing packs of scalekin to come down from the mountains in search of food. If you could slay a handful of the beasts, that should lessen their need to hunt and also serve as a warning to gnolls to remain within their territory. I'm afraid you must do more than the existing population if we were to truly break this spiraling growth, and we must also target their future offspring. Bring me one of their eggs, and you will have played your part in returning balance to the area of forest. Seems the 3 trees are the closest, so let's go help a tree. Hug a tree. One tree hugged. Second tree hugged. We're going for that third tree now. And here we go. 3 trees hugged. He wanted us to hug the trees, come back to him, and tell him how nice it was to hug the trees. Sir, your trees have been hugged. Well, did you take care of the fungi infestation? Yes, at least I can enjoy a restful night's sleep. I must say I'm glad to meet an inventor of such talents. You just look at you in those fungus splattered glory. You have my thanks. Leather mitts or rather ring bands. Ring bands would help for when I do my subclass. Oh, someone wants something new now. What do you need now? It's you, Draco. After the thrashing you gave those fungars, I do believe you might be the very person to solve another problem of mine. These vile little beasts draw their sustenance directly from the soil. Ordinarily, the forest would only be too happy to provide, but these days there are just too bloody many of them. So many, in fact, that they're leaching every last nutrient from the ground. You think this soil was put here just for you and your micro mates? Gah, I should go over there and well, I'm not really sure what it is I should do, but someone should certainly do something and soon. Before I apologize. The rage, you see, it takes over, and there's naught I can do but fume and splatter. If you could see your way to exterminating 8 or so of those soil despoilers, you would have my eternal gratitude. Once you've taken care of the Microcus, I'd be grateful if you would report to Eldfrith. You'd find him just outside. I hear the degradation of the soil has been much of a source of consternation to him as it has to me. I'm sure he'd appreciate when the problem was solved. What am I? I'm out of the fate. I will think. I guess I failed that fate, but I was not finding ladybugs. We leveled up in the difficulty rank level up. Alright, so back to fighting our micros, I believe it is. Three. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. And that's on the null over here. Okay, where's that new alpha male? There he is. Fate's been done. I took out small betas as I went. Yeah, you can try linking to me. You ain't gonna get too far. I've turned now. My brothers and sisters continue their meditations undisturbed. You have my thanks. As for the egg, may I ask you to deliver it to at Bannock. And all eggs are both large and filled with nutrients. A perfect meal for a soldier. She'll be more than a little pleased to see you. I can imagine. You say you slain a good number of those Micros? Well, that is a welcome piece of news. I was afraid old Gibbix would take an axe in hand and try to hack apart the pass himself. Perhaps now his troubled mind might know some peace. You have my thanks. Okay. So, from where we are, this is the direction we've got to go. Drop off another item before we can get back up to New Gardinia to go to Old Gardinia to see Jillian. So I take it up there is where I gotta go. How am I getting up there? Who goes there? Oh, Draco, it's you. Another delivery? I'm not certain I should be the one to. Oh, Neophica. That's an unknown leg. The troops will be glad indeed to see one of these on the table. And you say Herr Pauline sent you on this errand? I hear the gnolls are more numerous than ever, yet you appear to have managed the task with your skin intact. Your skill and bravery continue to amaze me, Draco. Bronze Spear is same level at what I am. Bow does me nothing, neither does the wand, so again we'll take the pieces. And with that said, we now can go back to Gradinia. How's our monster hunting book going? Our hunting log. Oh, wait a second. We're now in level 2. We have arbor buzzards, treant saplings, some mandraga, some wild hoglets, some lemurs, shrouds, shroud. And what's at our level? Wild hoglets, mandrakes, treant sapling, and arbor buzzards. Don't think we're going to meet any more of these on the way back to where we're going, but that's fine. Let's get our map back. This way we know we are heading where we need to. I should just follow the path. The paths lead where I need to go. Hello. Hello. It'd be nice if I had 3 friends playing with me. That'd be the perfect team to do things, perfect team to get everything. But it's just me. We're doing pretty good. We're almost at level 15 in one day. You know what? I'm not going to take the easy way. I'm going to take the long way this time. Oh, yes. I want to go in here. Because I want to go all the way through. I've been expecting you, Draco. By your return, I trust you now understand the importance of resolve. Like one's flesh, courage can be made strong as a matter of training each of its aspects. Now the endeavor may prove difficult. In the beginning, gods know how much I struggled. You may suffer untold humiliation and more frustration than you can bear, but you must preserve. Whenever you engage an opponent, whether in training or in earnest, make a conscious effort to fight with composure and resolve. Over time, doing so will become second nature and you will acquire such courage as you never thought could be yours. Mind you, not all battles entail the physical clash of might. It might simply be a disagreement born of conflict and ideology. The point is, it matters not in what battlefield you stand upon as long as you take care to be composed and are resolute. Your courage will grow. Did that make any sense, even a little? I fear I cannot hold a candle to Guildmaster Yelwyn, but if there aught I can do to assist in your training. What was that? Something is afoot in the training area? Oh, the dark brow. And you call yourself Lancers. Pathetic. Your next Guildmaster, arm yourself and face me. Refuse, and all will know that you are no true Lancer. Say what you will, I am above provocation. Craven, to the last man. But what have we here? Wait, he is but a novice. That makes no odds to me. You yourself admit him to your ranks, did you not? Very well, I shall withdraw for now. Yet know that the only fearless are fit to wear the mantle of Lancer. I look forward to measuring your worth in the days to come. There is not more to see. Return to your drills. Hello, Tabitha Mark. Draco, you made no attempt to evade his thrust. Did your opponent so unnerve you as to deprive you of your senses? Well, it is of little consequence now. You need pay no further heed to uninvited guests. Lest you wonder, it is not uncommon for challengers to come pounding at the door, seeking to test their mettle. For now, dedicate yourself to tempering the two aspects of courage, the composure to bring the sum of your strength and the skill to bear against the foes, and the resolve to attack when fear would stay your hand, as befits a Lancer. When next we meet, I shall have another trial for you, one that will put your courage to the test. Until then, continue to apply yourself to training. Farewell, Draco. Custom built scale mail. Too low a level. The eye patch. Too low a level. The fingerless gloves. I already have. The fly boots. I've got better. So, it's taking the 10 pieces. Now, Draco, I swear you have gained an ilm around the arms since last we spoke. It is plain you have not been idle. In our previous lessons, you learned Lancer's definition of courage and how you might go to tempering its two aspects. Today, we shall find out if your efforts are borne fruit. I see you have come prepared for battle. That is well. The next trial will take place in the midst of a throng of enemies. In such a situation, one may be attacked in any direction, making it difficult to respond appropriately. Furthermore, the likelihood of being surrounded is high. Will your resolve bear the weight of uncertainty? Will your composure hold when the odds are stacked against you? We shall soon find out. Should you overcome this trial, what courage you already possess will be further tempered. Now heed me well, for this is what you must do. I would have you travel a naked rock where the Anoles claim domination. At the summit of the rock is a sacred artifact, the Stone of Courage. You must claim it and bring it to me. If you are to reach your destination, you will need to negotiate a path through the whole pack of flesh-eating scaleskin. Make no mistake, the creatures are intimidating foes to stride into the midst of, so many would ask the Lancer's courage, but given time and no small amount of perseverance, I'm confident you will prove equal to the task. Alright, we have 3,821 gil. We have a Discipline of War hat. That's not going to help anything. Discipline of War, all classes, level 1. That's Lancer, level 8. And I don't need that anymore. I can get rid of that. I don't need this anymore. I can get rid of it. And this is all classes level 8. So gloves. All classes, all classes. All classes, all classes, all classes. Discipline of War. That can be sold. All classes, all classes, all classes, and Discipline of War. That can be sold. So, Independent Arms Mender, Culinarian, Exotics, Tinker, Tradecraft Supplier, Apothecary. Battlecraft Supplier. See what you might have from me. Ramhorn Harpoon, not bad. Feathered Harpoon, that's better. Brass, that's nice. Iron, with the ability to take some materia. cannot equip it right yet, so I'm going to have to remember that. So, we're opening the armory chest. It's not arms we have to sell. Wait. Yeah, I can sell the bone harpoon. It's not equipped, I don't believe. And it's too low a level for me. I'm had. It's discipline and war, it's too low a level. That we learned here. That's why I set things apart. I can get rid of both of these items. Got one down here I can get rid of. I got one down here I can get rid of. It didn't get me a lot of gil. But what it did do, now I'm up to 3,000 gil. I can buy the can't equip it right yet. But I can buy the brass. Leave out of there. Go to my character. Equip the brass. Speak to him again. Open the armory chest. Sell the bronze. Doesn't get me a lot of money, but what it did get me, I'm sitting pretty well. Jeweler, tailor, tool supply. Discipline and war gear. What are we looking? I cannot do that. I can do a bronze there, but that's equal to what I got. Cannot do down equal. That's up, but I can't do it yet. So a lot of what I'm seeing, ooh, I could do that one. I could do a kind of shirt. I'm almost better off waiting until I can come back in 2 levels. I hope you're enjoying, viewer. If you could drop a follow, that would be nice. Congratulations, you obtained the false stone of courage. Hey, you heard me right. False. What does that say about the courage, I wonder? But where are my manners? My name is Full Quiz. You had the pleasure of meeting the Lancers Guild, if I recall. On the occasion I turned my weapon upon you and you betrayed not a hint of fear. It is in that instant I sense that you are unlike the others, that you had promise. And so, to the present, it is in current state, the trial in which you are engaged, if trial you may be called, makes a mockery of the Lancer's art. Needless to say, this cannot be tolerated. And so I have taken the liberty of moving the Stone of Courage to a more suitable location. It now resides in the depths of the spirit hold, under the ground of Velveens. Far more fitting challenges. I'm sure you will agree. Whether or not you attempt to retrieve the stone is up to you to decide. If you feel fear for your safety, it's just you turn back and run back and bemoan the guild, the world's frightfulness of my many brave souls who cower there. Yarwin will doubtless consider it a supremely courageous act. Yet know that that a lancer may forego true courage only in the midst of great danger. Dude's idiot. He's an idiot. Uh, uh, Wanted to find another tree and there's one. There's a tree and sapling. So there's a talent that's going to back up. Okay. At level 15. Yay, because I went to level 15, I got another thing. Draco, thank the gods you've come. We have a potential crisis on our hands, and I would appreciate your assistance. Will you hear me out? Listen well, we haven't much time. To the southeast lies a dungeon known as Spirit Hold. It was all but destroyed during the calamity. Desiring to offer the ruins back to the forest, Hare ventured inside to carry out the ritual of returning. Alas, it would seem not something's gone awry. Word arrived just moments ago that Hare and her guards have been attacked by a towering shadow. You heard me, true, a shadow. On the other day, I would dispatch my best quivermen to provide support, but I sent them to repel the Ixal incursion in the West Shroud. Nary a bell ago. The timing of these events cannot be mere coincidence. I fear the Ixal somehow caught wind of our plans and are attempting to disrupt the right in the effort to weaken the bond between the men and the element. There must not be allowed to succeed. So bid you to go to Spirit Hold and do whatever is necessary to resolve the situation. Please say you will help us. I knew you wouldn't let me down. You'll have the support I can muster. Now, we are racing time, so you best make haste. And that there is where I'm going to end it tonight. So I hope you enjoyed. And if I can figure this out. So